What's up, guys? It's Jackal, and since it is Pride Month, we're gonna attempt to get a little political. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I'm gonna try and alternate between me here flipping between fucking stupid-ass Ben Shapiro and Final Fantasy. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Mainly because I have to differentiate between the volumes between when I switch one with the other, and I suck at this sort of thing. So we'll see how this goes. Because it is Pride Month, all of the conservatives have collectively lost their fucking minds over it. They just hate it. They hate it that people are like, especially with like, obviously, as you can see here, Nick, when it comes to kids' cartoons, they freak out over the fact that these ideas are being presented to children. And, you know, we're going to see how Ben Shapiro sounds with this. So let's give this a start. I only watched like 37 seconds, barely even that, just to kind of differentiate in the volume and how it sounded. So we're going to let it play, and I'm going to switch back to the game, and we'll just talk as we go.
If you believe that the radical left isn't after your children, you're ignoring the fact that they very, very clearly are after your children.
Yes, I am. Fuck you.
So Nickelodeon actually broadcast, I'm not kidding you, a video from a drag queen named Nina West. And forgive my unfamiliarity, this is not a world in which I generally traffic. The drag queen Nina...
Listen, he can say that all the fuck he wants, but if you ever want to see some weird shit, watch the video of Steven Crowder making Ben Shapiro uncomfortable. Enter in something of the sort into the YouTube search bar, and you will find some very, very hilarious clips. Now, obviously, as somebody who is very pro-LGBT, this would not be anything really that weird, but because of the posturing these guys take and how much against anything fucking LGBTQ plus related, that's what makes it funny. It's obviously not funny if they were, if Ben Shapiro had a little hidden predilections, but it's more that the stance that he takes publicly. So don't let him fool you here.
West performed an original song about the meaning of the rainbow pride flag for small children, because again, Nickelodeon is directed at small children. It is not directed at teens. It is not directed at adults. It is directed at small children. And so we are going to now indoctrinate children into the wonders of various sexual orientations and the complete moral relativity of human sexuality. And we're going to do this to like 4- and 5-year-olds. Because confusing children is what people are in the business of doing. Because if you can confuse children, and if you can tell them that true glory lies in how you identify on the inside, as opposed to, complying with basic societal norms, not with regard to even sexuality, but with regard to just decent human...
All right. That's enough. I've let this shit play out. Let's cut over to some Final Fantasy. All right. The big thing I hate with that... Okay, hold on. Might be. Had to run around the house real quick because it started pouring outside and my windows were open. So, back to fucking Ben Shapiro's stupid ass. The biggest fundamental thing that I hate about the way that he talks about anything LGBT related is the way that he puts, like, they're trying to target your kids. This isn't designed for kids who are, teenagers, not adults. This is for children. Now, I only have me to go off of. I don't have anybody else. I don't have anybody else's experiences. I'm just some fucking straight dude. But I remember having my very first crushes when I was like, and I mean, they're childlike crushes. Like, I wouldn't call them the same kind of crush you have. Hey, fuck you. Stupid face. I wouldn't call them the same kind of crush you have when you're older. I wouldn't call them the same kind of crush you have when you're a teenager. But as a kid, I remember having my first crushes when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. That is part of the audience that Nickelodeon is aiming for. Now, I mean, maybe this is weird for like some cis straight dude to be talking about, but I can only imagine that at least when it comes to just sexuality, not even identity, but just sexuality, I could imagine that if I'm starting to notice that I kind of find certain girls cute in any certain way when I'm like 6, 7 years old, when I'm in kindergarten, first grade, if that's happening to me, that's happening to other people. Like, I cannot imagine it being otherwise. And, I mean, I don't know about, like, what Ben Shapiro's talking about, confusing kids. Like, I have never been attracted to dudes. Like, now, I mean, I definitely notice when dudes are attractive. I'm not fucking dumb or blind. But dudes just don't sexually do it for me. And I kind of figured that out by a certain really young age. I can only imagine that for kids who are gay, that it's probably the same fucking thing. Don't you fucking think? I can only imagine it's the same fucking thing. Why would it be any different? Now, sure, maybe the age is different, but it's not like it's not like Nickelodeon's teaching these kids how to fucking deep throat a dick. They're just talking about how people like and have predilections towards maybe not the societal norm, as Ben Shapiro wants to put it. And even then, who cares about what the societal norm is? Now, more than 50% of America is accepting of gay people. Trans people are rapidly starting to increase their they're starting to increase their presence in society. Not by numbers, but by being known. Because society's being cooler about it. As society gets cooler about it, they get to be more open about it. I sincerely doubt that people are just magically turning out and being, trans and non-binary and gay and lesbian, and I'm sure people aren't just magically coming out to be those things. It's just that society's cooler. And when you see how much, the older generation acts and how miserable some of them are, you can tell that a lot of these people internalized a lot of these negative feelings about who they were, and they expressed it outwardly. Like, they knew that they were some way, but because society told them that they shouldn't be or couldn't be, that altered the way that they behaved. Oh, I can't carry anymore. I don't know how long I was doing that, because I was talking. Are you for real? One of you had some fucking brains. One of you. Just one. One. You fucking goofy little creatures. So, we, last video, I remember, or not last video, but over the course of the last few videos, while I was reviewing them and uploading them over the course of the week, I kind of remembered at what I was missing, and they kept talking about a desert to the west. I went to a fucking desert to the east, because it said that there's supposed to be an oasis somewhere. So if there's supposed to be an oasis, I want to know what it is. I still have to do magic and equipment shopping at the new villages that I haven't been to, but I'm just picking up leads. I need to check out these holes, because these holes, I've heard about Bahamut, and these areas are the only areas that I have not explored yet. No. On the entire overworld, I can't have that. Straight south. Alright. There's supposed to be an oasis. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Last desert I went into sucked ass. But we'll see how this one goes. Oh, one of these guys again. Alright. We're on good health, so I'm not too worried. Alright, well, look at you, Chief. But no, back to the fucking nonsense that we were all listening to a fucking second ago. That is the big fundamental misunderstanding that I think these people have. They seem to really, truly infantilize kids. And kids figure this shit out at an early age. I didn't, it wasn't some magical thing for me to figure out goddamn... Whoop. Oasis? A bottle? Does that have the fairy in it? Fairy with a bottle? Fairy with a bottle? A fairy appears, then is gone. Okay, so I'm going to assume it went to The Oasis. Was that in this village that I'm right next to, or was that in the other one? I don't remember. Well, let's get back to the airship right quick and let's find out. No, I'm dumb. Let's check this village first. I forgot there's one right. No. Alright, we got the skaters and the gators and the skaters. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Because of that very reason. But no, overall, I don't understand this way of treating kids where we pretend that kids just don't understand this shit. Because they fucking do. They really do. Kids are very aware of how they feel and how they identify. I very easily identify with being a man because I just am. The things I'm into, fucking hairy chest, big bushy beard, like that's mage level up. But it's just how I've always been. But I've always felt that way. I never had to make this choice in my life between how I felt or what I liked. So when I get people who are gay, trans, when I get these people basically telling me the same thing, like, yeah, I didn't really have a choice. This is just the way that I felt. I don't know why this would be any different, but apparently this is confusing kids. Apparently this is just too much for kids to handle. And I tell you what, fucking Mr. Ben stupid ass Shapiro, it's fucking not. It's just not. Kids are way smarter and way better at this than we like to give them credit for. This is not the town I need to be in. Well, we can gather some magic in the meanwhile. No, I don't believe if this is going to be level 7 magic. What is this? Hell 3? What? What is this? I don't want the rub spell. I feel like that's not going to work. Oh, no, it's anti-rub. I don't remember nothing about anti-rub not working. I'm taking it. It's too much. How could I risk not having it? Like, you can't. You just can't do it. That's too much. Alright, let's heal ourselves. And then we're going to cut back over to a little bit of Ben Shapiro and see if there's anything. Because a big problem I have is I can't tell how serious he is, because he is supposed, with, the college he went to and the intelligence that he has, it's really hard to tell whether he, believes what he says or he's just taking the piss. I really don't know. It's really hard to tell. And he's so frustrating. Because everything that, I don't know. I don't have, any way to, super verify what I say. But it just sounds and feels categorically wrong, just based on what little experience I have in my life. It's not confusing for kids to just hear and know that these kind of people, gay, queer, trans people, that they just exist. They're not teaching you how to be gay. It's just saying that, listen, some people are, and that's fucking fine. But that leads us to the reason why Ben Shapiro doesn't think it's fine. It's because he's overly religious. To the point of disgust. And that's the real reason. Ooh, I should have looked at the... Well, you know what? I'll have to come back to that... What's it called? The waterfall. So I'll come back here and check out their supplies and their shit when I come back. Sweet. Jackal's up. I already left. I'm not going to go back now, Might as well just do that in a bit. How dare you do this to me? these saber-tooths. Oh boy, as I almost slip and fall on my own floor. Since I'm walking around and standing up, since I don't want my nose to clog up as much as it has been the last couple of weeks. It is quite better, I must say. It is much, much better. But yeah, after this battle, you know, I don't do a whole lot of video here. I only do like a half hour. And a big problem with videos that people like Ben Shapiro will make is that for every minute of fucking horseshit that I have to listen to, it ends up being like 30 minutes of shit that I have to fucking get around. So, let's see what else this stupid asshole has to say. Alright.
It's human behavior, right? As in not sexualizing children. As opposed to, you know, complying with basic societal norms. Not with regard to even sexuality, but with regard to just decent human behavior, right? As in not sexualizing children. Well then...
Now see, here's the thing. Here's a fucking thing. Sexuality isn't just... I know that the word has sex in it, but that is not what it refers to. It's just sexuality. It is a form of love. It's not just a way of fucking. I'm sorry, it's just not. You can keep saying that like, oh, well, this is sexualized. Because no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Fuck you.
That apparently is bad. You're not supposed to do that, right? We have to... There is no way to discuss gay pride without coming into conflict, when you're coming to discuss this with children, without coming into conflict with the reality, which is that it is a sexual orientation, which implies sex, which implies you not...
Which also implies love. Like, you being heterosexual, Ben Shapiro, isn't just you fucking your wife with her dry-ass pussy. It is also you loving your wife with her dry-ass pussy. Like, it's not just one. And he's going to continue like this for the rest of the video, and I'm going to be pretty much done with it, because, I mean, this is in 1:17. The fuck else is this douchebag going to say?
I've discussed sex with small children, and I have TV people discussing sex with small children.
If kids can see a straight couple, like, kiss, then there's nothing else wrong with anything. Chill.
Gender orientation with small children. Does this sound like a great idea to you? If you're a parent, you need to turn off the damn TV right the hell now. You don't let your kids watch stuff that you haven't pre-screened, because otherwise you end up with this. Here is a drag queen lecturing your child on a bunch of stuff, including, by the way, BLM. There's like a BLM fist that appears.
All right. This is already too much as it is. We're not going to get into any fucking BLM thing, because that would be a whole separate thing. Next time, Ben. Next time. But let's see this fucking...
Halfway through this particular video. So you get a lecture on the gay pride flag by a man dressed as a woman.
It's drag. It's just like fucking dress up time. Chill the fuck out, dude. Jesus Christ. He's so uncomfortable about it, because when every time, like, fucking Steven Crowder, like, pats him on the thighs, he, like, giggles like a fucking schoolgirl, this goofy bastard.
And this is going out to 4- and 5-year-olds. This is woke indoctrination of small children on sexual matters.
And matters of love. Don't let it escape you. Matters of love.
Tell me that isn't abuse of children. It is. It is mass.
Bro, it's just as much abusing children as fucking you making sure your kids are fucking the same religion as you. And I wouldn't even include that as being abusive. Just chill. What? These are the people who call other people fucking snowflakes. Bro, you're fucking clown shoes.
Abuse of children. If somebody came into your house and started doing this to your child without your consent, you would immediately call the cops.
What? Just... Oh, God. Oh, God, if they started doing this in front of your kids, you would call the police. What? Just, like, tell them that fucking gay people exist? Like, bro, come on. Like I said, these are the people who, unironically, will call people fucking snowflakes. And they're the biggest fucking bitches in the world. All it is telling kids that these people... Jesus Christ, there's a lot of fucking ocean. Yes. Yes. This way. Wait, no. Right here. Booyah. But it really is. It's like all he thinks about sexuality about is fucking. There's nothing else to sexuality other than fucking. And, like, bro, that's such a weird-ass way to look at fucking everything. You're such a fucking goon. I can't learn that? Why can't Mage learn that? Oh my god, bro, this fucking shit with these fucking spells aggravate the shit out of me. Alright, oh yeah, the fairies around back real quick. What's in here? Gold, fucking whatever that is, and protect rings. Okay, let's look at armor here. It might be time to... Alright, we're gonna sell the ice armor here. Could have just bought it right afterwards. We're gonna buy the gold. Jackal will take it. Okay. Now we get the gold for... We sell the silver, get it for Delph. Sell the silver. Give the gold to Delph. And then this is going to bring up protect rings that I'm going to need to fucking deal... I'm going to look up exactly what that does, because some of these fucking old games, they're weird ass shit. Alright, and then... Sell the silver from Mage. Sell the silver iron from Gary. Those are some elemental shits, so I think you can actually use those as items. I don't know how often I'll use them, but you know. Sell the silver here. And then from Gary, sell the silver. And the iron. Sweet. And this was where the cat claw was, right? Yeah. But no, that's the most frustrating thing about conservatives like Ben Shapiro. And they're just... I don't know if it's them doing it on purpose or it's their, like, people like him, it's their, like, religiosity that brings them to this. Ooh, boy. That's not cool. We don't need extra things popping up here. But no, I don't know if it's like this, like, purposeful misunderstanding that these guys have or what. Oh, here's the fairy. But sexuality, just because it has the word sex in it, that's not all that it means. That's like thinking of the movie The fucking Batman The Dark Knight, when they're going after Harvey Dent after he's revealed himself as Batman with air quotes around it, and that truck pulls up to the escort vehicle, or the whatever it is, the truck that Harvey Dent's in, and it says laughter on the side of the truck, but they put an S and it says slaughter. That's basically what Ben Shapiro is doing. Because the word sex is in sexuality, that's what it is to him. That'd be the same as looking at something and being like, well, slaughter must be fucking hilarious because it's got the word laughter in it. It's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard a grown-ass man say. Because that's just not what sexuality is. It is not just a way of... It's not just who you like. Or, sorry, it's not just... Did I spill? Whoops. It's not just about who you have sex with. It's about who you love. And to hear this grown-ass man say otherwise is fucking ridiculous. That pirate trapped me in a bottle. I will draw oxyale from the bottom of the spring for you. Oxyale will give you air. Okay. So this must mean that there's somewhere in the waterfall that I would not have been able to get through. I'm going to assume until I would have done this. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think I understand now. I think I got it. Now we're going to get back to the other village. We're going to save again. We're going to check what supplies they got. And from there, we're going to go on the waterfall. And that it's a water area. That might be where the Fiend of Water is. And if it is, that would be super omega happy fun time. And I like super omega happy fun time. Ooh, you know what though? I actually want to explore these holes. Fuck it. This is the first one I see. I'm a child. Dope. Sweet. We're just going to invade some of these holes. We only got a couple of minutes anyway. Might as well see if I can treasure hunt real quick. See what's in these goddamn holes in the ground. You are not afraid of me? Then I am impressed. Wait. Okay. So he's not he's not Bahamut. He's just some dragon. But I'm not scared of him, so he's impressed with me. I am very impressive. I am the most stacked of species. Alright, we'll do one more and then it's time to cut this video out. But in case anybody wonders, have you met Bahamut the Dragon King? He honors those with courage as true warriors. Well, where is he? Is he here? Clearly not. Is there not anything hidden here? This looks sketchy as fuck. No. Alright. Well, I didn't get that far into that Ben Shapiro video. That shit was frustrating. Who knows? Nobody knows who the fuck I am, so that's probably not going to get struck with anything. Hopefully it doesn't, but I offer mine as a critique because, I mean, there's only so many conservatives who can be confusing sexuality for only being about sex that, like, any reasonable person can stand for. So, next time we're going to continue venturing in these holes in the ground, and then, especially now that I see a dragon in here, Bahamut's got to be somewhere. So I'm going to find him. But other than that, guys, peace out. Love y'all.